BC place is not easy. But last year was not much of an issue, was it? They finally got to see Messi play. And Vancouver wins 2-0 in aggregation, first leg against Inter Miami. Clean sheet, man, mind you. Miami didn't even get an away goal, which would have been incredibly important for the game next week. Vancouver's the best team in the league for a reason. I've been trying to say. I can also complain that Miami's defense was piss poor. But again, Vancouver's a really good team. A really damn good team. But my God, what the hell was that? We had a lot more possession time than Vancouver did. But we gave up 2 goals. Early and late. Could not find that final touch to get it to the back of the net. We just couldn't. Brian White scores the goal in the 24th minute from the nice play. From a nice play there by Veit. A little bit of chip pass towards Brian White. And that one goes to the back of the net. Messi tried to shoot one through, but it was saved there from the corner with that cross pass from Alba. First shot on target just didn't quite get in there. Veit gets shot attempt that was saved there by Ustari. Blackman with some shot attempts that were missing. Daniel Rios was stopped there by Ustari. There was a yellow card towards Brian White in the stoppage time. We then go to halftime, losing 1-0. This is a different situation compared to last week. Not last week, a few weeks ago, where LAFC, because LAFC, which we know what happened with LAFC, right? They should have sent off a dude that clearly hit Falcone in the head, and yet it was not even close to being a red card. It should have been a red card, but and then that jerk, man, that guy ends up being the scorer of the first leg. Inter Miami had that mountain to climb up. Anyway, Federico Redondo gets a yellow card for a foul on Ocampo. Tristan Blackman comes in and shoves Redondo, in the teammate back and the guy who was fouled down. Blackman gets a yellow card as well. Luis Suarez gets blocked after the scuffle. A little bit of a curricular activity. 3 corner kicks for Inter Miami, and then that ends. Segovia from the corner went too high. Missed it too high. Allende gets blocked. Sebastian Berhalter was stopped there by Ustari. Luis Suarez just can't get that in. Couldn't get it in. I mean, they're better than this. They just beat the unbeaten Columbus Crew. They're better than this. They're not better tonight, that's for sure. Corner kick for Inter Miami, that just went nowhere. Substitution. Bright comes in for Redondo. Another shot attempt, which was shot on goal. Another one from Messi. Cannot get to the back of net because that was stopped there by Vancouver's goalkeeper. 2 shots on target were from Messi himself, and none of them winning. No shots were able to go to the back end of the net. Yannick Bright gets a yellow card. Sabi gets blocked. Substitution. Kramashi comes in for Sargavia. Corner kick that went nowhere. Berhalter missed it. Vancouver with some substitutions. And in the 85th minute, on the rundown on the breakaway, Jaden Nelson, who was subbed in for Vite, gives it to Sebastian Berhalter, and Berhalter finished it to the top left corner. And that's pretty much how the game ends. That's pretty much it. Miami could not get that final touch. They could not get that final touch to save their asses. If they would have gotten that away goal, this would have changed the dynamic of how this game is, how this series is beginning to fold. But now you have to come back from 2-0 down to tie it up. Berhalter gets a yellow card for a whistle for delay of game, delay off the handoff, which is warranted, but Miami didn't do anything about it. They just didn't. That's the final score: 2-0 Vancouver Whitecaps. Good team, but now you have to make that insane comeback like you did against LAFC again to go to the CONCACAF finals. And now our backs are against the wall now. Our backs are now against the wall. The way how this performance was from Inter Miami. This can't happen. This just can't happen. The big games like this, you're better than this. They are better than that. The defense was somewhat lazy. They are somewhat lazy defense against Vancouver. Yes, they have a good offense, but sometimes defense is better. And we don't have that. We really don't have that when it comes to matches like this. Oh, well, what about Columbus? Sure. But then you realize that they weren't fully healthy. See my point here? This is a fully cooperating, good, healthy Vancouver team. Man, what a mess. Now we gotta come back from 2-0 down to try to tie it up and try to force stuff like that, assuming that we don't give up a goal. If we give up a goal, you can kiss the finals goodbye. But I think they can do it. All I'm saying is when they're facing adversity, right? They were facing adversity with two goals aggregation down against LAFC, but the difference here was they had an away goal. They score a goal early in the game at Chase Stadium. That was a big difference here to get Miami to motivate themselves and really a big wake-up call to score 3 goals, assuming they don't give up another one. They have to do it again here, minus giving up a goal against Vancouver. Now you got to score 3 goals or more to advance to the finals. Our backs are stacked against the wall. Now, fortunately, Miami is a better team at home. So let's see what happens here. Vancouver, actually unbeaten on the road. They're actually unbeaten on the road. The one time they lost was at home. Remind you this. I said this in the preview. Their only loss was against Chicago. They've lost some games in the CONCACAF, but then they make their comeback. Miami has to do that again here. They have to do it again. Anyway, 2 shots on target, both of them were from Messi, and clean sheets. 5 shots on targets, however, for Vancouver. 2 of them went in, which means 3 saves from Usteri and 2 saves for their goalkeeper. 9 corner kicks from Miami. Guess what? Nothing happened. Except for a shot attempt that was missed. 3 corner kicks for Vancouver, nothing. 2 yellow cards for Inter Miami, 3 corner kicks for Vancouver, 7 fouls for Miami, and 11 fouls for Vancouver. Both teams with 9 shot attempts, and once again, 5 shots on target for Vancouver. 2 of them went in, and 2 shots on targets, both from Messi, did not go in at all. They got to do it again next week. They got no choice but to do it. They got no choice but to do it. Everyone is rooting against us. We gotta get back and play again like we mean it next week. Otherwise, we're not gonna get another trophy. But anyway, folks, I'm done here. I'm going to bed. It's 12:45 a.m. I got work in the morning, and this is the start of many West Coast games. Think about that from my life. Great. All right, man. That's gonna do it for this one. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.